Hey everybody, happy Friday Eve to you. Today is Thursday, February 21st, 2019. You know what time it is. It's time to reflect. So I'm going to be very honest with you. This is the third time, this is the fourth time that I've tried to record a video for you on this specific subject. And every time something went wrong, we were having technical difficulties, and it was just a mess. I was trying to film it when I was in Utah. I was trying to do this when I was in Seattle. I even tried my last time when I was in Iowa. And every time there would be something that would be wrong. So finally I had to practice the pause. And I had to literally ask God, is there something else that you want me to see in this? Is there more revelation that you want me to get? Well, what was it about? It was about Proverbs chapter 27. Verse 6, it says this, that better are the wounds from a friend, or faithful are the wounds from a friend, but an enemy will multiply kisses. Another version says that kisses from an enemy, man, they'll do you in. And I thought about how someone close to me, a spiritual son, he said to me about a month ago, we were having a conversation. It was probably something very difficult that was starting to come up. And I remember that he told me, he said, you know what, you're really good in some things, and you're really an expert in multiple areas. Organizationally, you're an expert. When it comes to leadership, you're an expert when it comes to building business. Because I did do that for some years, folks. I just want to remind you, I did do that for some years running gyms. He said, you're an expert in it. He said, but when it comes to individual people, you don't know everything. And he pointed out to me, he said sometimes when I want to say stuff, and he calls me pastor, he said, you come off like this, like you are Pierre LaMar freaking Johnson. And I laughed, I think, because it was somewhat true. I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally do that. Like I act like an expert. But it also hit me, and it was like a stab. I often tell people to listen, if I'm in your life and you're in mine, that I've got your back and I've got your front. That anything I need to say to you, I'm gonna say it to your face. If I'm gonna stab you, I'm gonna stab you in the front. And behind closed doors, and if other people are saying stuff about you, or if there's something going on, from their vantage point, they never gonna know that I got a problem with you or that I'm upset with you. I'm gonna do that to your face. So I got your back when you're not around, and I got your front. I'm gonna stab you right in your chest, right in your face. If there's something that we need to talk about, I'm not gonna talk about you. And I understand that, listen, if I wound you, if you're my friend, it's faithful. And I had to think about that moment with my friend. And I think that as I look at the wounds from the past couple of weeks and some of the things that I had to go through with one of my spiritual sons, what I realized is that the dilemma that we were facing wasn't just about him. And I had to even tell him, you know what, this wasn't about you. I know that you caused one heck of a mess here. And you stirred some things up, and this thing could have been bad. But I thought about the Syrophoenician woman whose daughter was viciously vexed with a demon. She went over to Jesus and said, Lord, have mercy upon me. Wait a minute, hold on. Whose demon is it? Is it an issue of a mother or an issue of a daughter? And I had to look at even this faithful friend who stabbed me right to my face and said how I act like I'm an expert. Someone who's been a son to me for years, almost 10 years. And I said, wow, okay. One, I'm responsible. That this is not just an issue of a son, it's an issue of a father. And I feel wounded. We're going through a difficult time. But this kind of wound is faithful. Because in the midst of it all, this dilemma that I've been in, that I've dealt with, it has revealed more to me about myself than about other people. And that's what I want you to take away going into this weekend, and as I reflect on this week. The wounds from your friends are faithful. That there is so much value, there's so much value in relationships. I want you to think about it in two parts. One, those people that are in your life that you trust, that you know that they have your heart in their heart is your heart's best interest. That they are protectors of your heart and your destiny. Value them. Value their tough words. The things that they they may be seemingly critical of at times. Value that. I know that you're altogether lovely and wonderful, and you may say, listen, I don't care what anybody thinks, but you know what? Those faithful friends care what they think, because they may reveal to you from a place of love and care a part of you that you really don't want to represent you. And two, the other part is the importance of these relationships, is that people are watching you. You mean a lot to them. Birds of the same feather flock together. Bad company corrupts good character. Is it an issue of your friend, or is it an issue of you? Was it the mother's demon or the daughter's demon? Was it my demon, or was it somebody else's demon? You influence those that are around you. Take your relationships and your friendships, your spiritual relationships, take them seriously. This has been a wake-up call for me. And I had to take responsibility for somebody else's actions on multiple fronts. But the greatest front was taking responsibility spiritually. So, think about that this week. Who are those relationships? What do they mean to you? Value them. Recognize that they're watching you. People are watching you. People mimic, even if they don't know it, the behavior they've seen you operate with. But then they'll stab you in the front. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Have a wonderful week, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll talk to you real soon. Peace.